I want to make a game. What kind of game? A single player FPS with fast paced movement, with weapon switching and weak point targeting like that of Doom, and with interesting abilities like that of Prey, but tuned to keep the fast paced nature of the game intact. I've been learning Blender for a little while now, so learning Unreal can't be that hard. So I've been learning Unreal over the past month, and it is hard. Hard, yet rewarding. Firstly, I love the blueprint system. It reminds me of Blender's geonodes, and my experience in coding in Python and C is definitely paying off. I feel like the connections and such can be definitely improved in Unreal, snapping, dropping, and forming readouts. Other than that, I think the system is solid. On to why this video is called a devlog. So I modeled some weapons, an assault rifle, a shotgun, and an SMG. And then I also modeled some hands to hold them. I textured them with some nodes. Making the materials procedural really saved me a lot of time, as I didn't really need to make every single texture for every single model by hand. But it also doesn't really lead to great storytelling as each weapon looks the same. But this works for now. I picked the textures out using Bakelab and I was getting some pretty odd colors. Turns out I should have been exporting the albedo instead of the base color, but yeah, with that sorted out, I moved on to rigging. I rigged the weapons up pretty simply and animated different states for each weapon and hand configuration, namely idle, primary fire, secondary enabled, and secondary fire, along with a drawing animation for when you actually pull the weapon out. I used the default FPS template to get started, and then I deleted the default gun, projectile, and character assets. Then I imported everything into Unreal using the Send to Unreal add-on. After that, I set up a player and a weapon-based blueprint with damage and fire rate attributes. I created an animation blueprint for the assault rifle and hands and set it up with the conduit in the middle. I structured the state machine with the default state being idle, but with everything flowing in and out of the conduit. The secondary ability is linked to allow for someone to enter and leave with different animations based on whether or not they fired the secondary ability. I made input mappings for primary fire and secondary fire and a thing for the hand. Then made custom events inside the weapon base so I could call the primary and secondary fire events for each weapon without needing a unique call for each weapon type. Inside the weapon base again, I made functions to find the rotation of the bullet and make it shoot in the direction we're pointing. And then a shoot bullet function that, well, shoots bullets. Well, it takes in the number of bullets needed as a parameter as well, so I can reuse it in shotguns, rifles, and so on and so forth. And yeah, that's all so far. See you the next time I make stuff. Take care. Peace.